and then just kind of like picks the thing out of the muck. The thing makes a horrible like sucking noise. If I kind of leaves the ground and water kind of pools into the floor, and just removing that one post is enough room for these women to squeeze through. 3 women kind of bound after each other to get out, and then the young warrioress helps Amajoda, who seems to be nearsighted, squeeze her way through the opening.
Where are the orc war fighters?
Something scared them off.
Something scared them off.
What were they digging?
Let me flex this.
This little air elemental going like this. If you don't mind, somewhere dry for a moment. We've been in this horrible ick for some time.
Yeah, this way.
Those that have fallen, those that died with us, we would very much like to burn their bodies and send their spirits off to Asgard.
Yeah, we'll start just smashing. So we'll smash the little fucking prison thing into a
Pyre.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a pyre.
Yeah, start pulling out big posts as these
what do you
people get out
think?
of the mess. For those,
If we build a pyre, they'll see the smoke and return. Shall we prepare ourselves an ambush?
Yes, and we should send somebody back with the women.
The old woman and the young
City.
woman are now having a quiet argument. They're trying not to. The young woman's trying to have an argument without you guys hearing, but the old woman, yeah, Isilden with his spy elf ears,
Pointy ears.
I still don't trust them. Look at that one. He rides the wolf. Yes, but they freed us. But why? Something scared them. Those horrible women.
What horrible women?
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. Let me hear that.
Isilden is spying on the conversation right now.
Oh, it's just as old. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're coming over.
I've got a high perception.
Okay, fine. You guys overheard that. They're
Alright.
Well, he's gonna come down and ask, which women are you referring to? Can you describe them and how they moved to me?
It sounds extra creepy through this radio.
Yeah, it really does.
Why am I talking to the wind? Says the woman. Oh,
You may as well be saying, "Do you want some candy?"
Moshe, do not.
It's me, Lenny.
Moshe, do not fear. This is just a power of nature. Are you the ones from Runeshoyde?
Yeah, that will be us.
Well, is that a Lakelander that I see?
Apparently.
Ooh. He's a feisty one, isn't he? Bosha's not sure about you guys. The other women are just they've seen a bunch of things. They're acting like they're in shock. The old woman seems to be spry enough of mind, even though her body's kind of old woman, frail, kind of stiffly moving around. Something scared off the little wolves and the big ones. Something scared off the woman and the orcs. They packed up in a hurry.
What was the woman?
Women? Surely they've got women in the village that you're from. They were not orcs. There were women and men that worked with them.
How many were there?
See other people raid here too. It is not only one way. He's talking to us.
There were
Lemmy's thinking of the spider women. That's what.
3 women. And at least a dozen, I counted 14 men. that were not orcs, and they did not ride dire wolves like that one does.
Oh, Bosha, if they meant us harm, harm would already be done.
Do you... is it Bosa? Do you know how to ride animal?
I know how to ride a horse. I've ridden a horse since I was 7.
Then you can help to ride Gallus Spear.
I will not touch a wolf for as long as I do live.
This must be how they say thank you here.
She shoots you a look.
Lemmy looks at his companions. They've gone through a lot. Their family and friends were in there. Come on, guys, give them a break. We're sorry about my behavior. The behavior of my friends. They're a little
Bosha is
muscly, and that's about it, really.
Bosha is headstrong, and she is a shield maiden in training.
She may ride to Sendo if she wishes. I'll take Cho.
She looks at the horse.
A shield maiden like Ingrid. Ingrid's an excellent friend of ours.
You know,
Well,
you know Ingrid, says Bosha. Like,
She is a close friend.
She's looking after a wizard.
okay,
Yes, she's helped us quite a bit.
she seems to have a deep admiration for Ingrid, and she's like shutting the fuck up now.
Cho!
Diplomacy check, Marty, with her. Plus, I can't remember, 14, I think.
Good boy.
Basically, make friends with her, kind of like.
Sure, you guys can do a combined diplomacy check to see how well these peasants.
I
and people
will
are.
lead the diplomacy.
I will help you.
Yeah.
Because I am.
Let me lead it. Let me lead it today.
No. Wrong. Fail. I do not allow that.
You
I
can-
lead this.
You can add 4 for saving them.
Ukar aids by being Ukar.
Who are you aiding,
Zildin
though?
does not
Lemmy's
aid.
gonna-
because-
I'm aiding Gallus.
Lemmy's gonna roll his own.
Okay. Anybody else
Lemmy's
aiding?
gonna roll his own.
Okay.
No, it's a combined. Lokrik hasn't said anything yet. He's just
Well,
Okay.
then,
I
then
guess
who's leading?
I auto aid them.
okay.
Okay.
So 2 aids and no aid from Azildan. It was just his comment about, well, that's how they must thank you.
34!
34.
I am
okay.
handsome and charming.
Uh,
I have cool sidekicks.
Amma, yes, there were 3 women. But the night before they disappeared, there were 4.
I did not see a 4th.
Yes, but Amma, your sight. It's not what it used to be.
Yes, very true. There could have been 4 if Bosha says she saw them. But there were wicked Voslanders that spoke the language of Orc and our own tongue, and they were definitely working with the Orcs.
I think I saw one of them command their own wolves like you do. It's...
Wicked Vosslanders.
Voslanders? I would say more like Rovlanders. You people
Can you
appear...
tell us how they dressed? If they had any crests or anything like that on them?
I did not see any crests.
No, but... I would recognize those 3 women if I saw them again. The 4th, I did not get a good look at her. I only saw her from afar. She came into camp and then left as quickly as she came.
Were these women and men, were they carrying weapons, or would you think they were wizards or casters? Or would you think they were fighters and warriors like you and Uker?
The men carried axes. 2 of them carried great Voslandic blades. But their armor was very primitive. Furs, hides.
I don't hear the small ones anymore.
Oh yeah. The dire wolves must have kept them at bay, but there was at least 40 wolves around our camp. Whole packs of them singing at night. It was dreadful sound. If I never hear the sound of a wolf again, She's glaring at Uricho.
Yes. They were nasty, weren't they? I did catch the name of one of them. I believe her name is Viana, daughter of Harold Vitnir.
What's a Harov Vetnir?
Sorry, does that mean anything to anybody?
That's why I asked my question.
Sky King, do not answer.
There's a delay in the voice, asshole.
The DM is looking up Road Vitnir.
Harold Vitnir.
Guys, I just got home, so I'm gonna go offline, see what's going on with my kids, and I'll, if I don't get back on, enjoy the rest of the game.
The Great Wolf, also known as Fenrir.
Daughter of Wolf. So, Wolf Lady. Similar to Kitsune.
Look.
What?
Kitsune.
Yeah, no. I have no idea.
Fox people.
You're making that up.
We have Kitsune. They're fox people.
Come on, fox people. Next thing you tell me there's gonna be bird people and rat people and bunny people.
Yes. Although I have not seen bunny people.
Fenrir is the great Fenris wolf. He is the son of Loki, and he himself the father of the wolves Skoll and Hati, that are ordained by the fates to, and she looks up at the sky, to devour the moon and the sun during Ragnarok.
No, it's religion. What the hell is Ragnarok?
Sure.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
Coming to theaters next summer.
Exactly. 23.
The people of Vosland, or at least Runeshoyde, have always been, in your months being there, very cautious to talk around Ragnarok and never really quite told you what it was. But you do, with your 23, get the sense that it is the doom of their gods and their people. And it's well known because apparently it's written as part of the sagas of their gods and religions.
Okay.
A silly name for a silly girl. But she plays a dangerous game, leading her little war tribe and dealing with orcs and those that would ride beasts, such as those wolves. They all up and left.
I think they found something.
Yes. Well, my
What did they
hands are
do?
too weak. I, by the blessing of Frigga, was able to keep those in the cage healthy and strong.
Yes, so we could starve and dig.
Yes. Yes, they were digging for something right over there.
She points.
Your people need your help. They've grown sick. Blindness has taken them.
They found something strange. I couldn't quite see. but it was wrapped in a carcass.
My Voslandic is not very good. Wrapped in carcass, like dead thing.
It's probably still over there.
Well, let's go take a look. Gallus marches over there.
Okay. Let me know when you want to start fire.
Have you
We'll need to
counted
gather
the
the
bodies?
Free guy.
We'll need to gather the bodies.
I thought they were already gathered.
Oh,
No,
fair.
the bodies are bloated and slick. You've knocked all the piles of wood down, but it's like these bodies have been lying in like a muddy pool for weeks.
Gallup is going to turn back around. He'll be the one to handle.
A shovel and a bucket would probably be better to move
He'll
them.
handle the bodies.
What if we make the pyre where the bodies are? If you can't bring the bodies to the pyre, bring the pyre to the bodies.
Yeah, you're pretty sure some oil and some hay and some dry wood and
I'm an alchemist. I will burn the shit out of them.
that's true. You know how to set you do know how to set fire on water.
AKA pyromaniacs.
Yep.
Okay, so your Uker is busy building the
Craft
pyre.
alchemy. Yeah.
Alma Joda goes and quietly joins Uker at his side and is blessing the people like kind of in Voslandic. Bosha has gone and grabbed a stick that is the closest thing that she could find to a spear, and is marching over to go show you the thing that she saw.
Bosha gets a Masterwork Warhammer from my inventory. Temporarily. Make sure you give it back when you're done.
She takes the warhammer. By Thor, I swear it.
Would you prefer a sword? I have a Voslandic one.
I think this is a good time to call upon Thor.
Who's Thor?
Right back.
9! He's a god.
He's a god.
He's
You
a
think
guy.
you think his symbol might be a hammer.
Hammerman.
I dimly nod because hammers. Yes.
Uker just sees the paladin giving the girl a hammer, and he knows that last time he did that, they giggled. Or was an axe. Sorry, it was an axe. That was an axe. Maybe these people are hammers.
Okay,
Works like
she
axes.
seems to be preying upon the hammer, and then she goes and steals herself as she's walking ahead towards the digging. Gallup, it looks like they've been digging for some time here. But you definitely do see this very hideous thing, kind of just discarded off to the side. It stands out amongst the bones and the bits all around it. It can only be described as, well, I'm not going to describe it, I'll just show it to you. A mummified, tiny wolf pup.
I will approach it. I have no fear of disease.
Huh.
I cast Detect Evil on it!
Viewer discretion is advised.
Tipple puppy.
I cast Detect Evil on it.
Okay, you cast Detect Evil. The leathery remains of some ancient-looking dog or wolf just looks like it was ripped open and kind of just chucked off to the side. There's no evil coming from it.
Unfortunate. I will light a torch,
Okay.
which I'll mark off on my character sheet.
I saw them
and
get excited when they saw this. The three women, they were ecstatic and howled at night.
I will.
One of them reached her hand inside of it and pulled something out.
I will burn the mummified corpse, as seems to be the way in this land.
It burns like leather, like really, really old leather. It surprisingly doesn't stink very much. There's not much to it left.
Yeah.
It's as if their prayers were answered, she says. They howled into the night.
May your gods take you home.
The wolves, they answered. And the thing, I could not see, but it was about this big,
A weapon, perhaps? A blade?
grasped in a hand like a stick. I knew it was important, but I did not know why.
Interesting.
I heard a name.
What was this name?
I don't know why, but they said Growth. Wolf Hunter.
Grof. Wolf hunter.
Wolf Veramada means wolf hunter.
Perhaps they found what they wanted and they left. No, they would return. They would not leave prisoners.
They fed some people right before us to the wolves. The wolves were always hungry. Pray to the
Wolves have
gods
been-
that we were spared.
Wolves have been enemy of man since before written history.
The wolves are enemies to the Vanya and the Aesir as well. If they call out these women, if they call out to Fenrir, then they are on the side of the end times. Who would side with Loki against man?
I do not know, but evil has its temptations, and even those with the best of interest in heart can fall.
We were lucky, the five of us.
No, you were not lucky. The gods had this in mind for you. There is no luck, there is only the will of the gods.
Frika did heal our wounds. She made sure that we did not fester.
See? It is as I say.
We can return.
We do not...
home.
Yes. We do not wander this world by chance.
What village are you from?
I am from a faraway place called Kerbran, on the Isle of Nalbrun.
Albrin, he says.
I doubt you have ever heard of it.
Truly you jest. There's no
I
such
do not.
place, she says.
I do not. I speak the truth.
Nalbrun is the place where our ancestors raided. Or one of the many places.
So I've heard. You think I know Voslandic simply because I found it entertaining? All nobility learn the Voslandic in case they return.
She looks back at Uker and the rest of the people and you guys riding your weird animals and...
Ah, they are not from Cabran. They are not from Melbourne. From other worlds, other places, far away. Fear not, we mean you no harm. It has been many generations since Nalbrun suffered under the axe of Vosland.
Suffer.
It is but a story there too.
She's nodding. She's processing. She's not arguing with you. You know Ingrid? You call her friend?
Indeed. She is a paladin of Heimdall, not so far removed from myself.
She smiles. She's strong.
She's a good woman, and faithful.
Lo, I was not here to heal your wounds, your terrible scratches and bites from the wolves. But know that your spirits now, through the cleansing of flame, pass on to Asgard. May you join the houses of your gods. May you see the ancestors and the spirits of your families that passed before you. Praise be to the one-eyed god, Odin. Fly swift as his ravens do. And know that your humble servant remains behind on this world for a little while longer, thanks to those that are brave enough to march into the wolves' den. Thanks to the likes of Uka and his friends.
I will use big long spear. I'll put the old lady's hand on it, and then we'll start tapping. Because it does 1 fire damage to light and fire.
She taps Zuker's hand. Her hand, like, was tapping your hand and then went. She looks at you.
By the eyes of the cat.
Giza.
Swear to me that you mean no harm to Balder.
I mean no harm to Mulder.
Frigga has heard you.
Do you know Geza? He was here.
Geza?
His statue is in the big dragon head.
Geza. Big god, very strong, I think.
Are you saying that you follow in the footsteps of those that are in Sailor Wormbide?
I don't know if I follow their steps, but we are on the same path.
Frigga grants me flashes once in a while of insight, of things to come.
Oh, mystic. Oracle.
Thank you.
Such
your
strange magics you have out here.
sacrifice.
What sacrifice do you speak?
Puzzled look.
I am not a terribly great prophet. Just flashes. You follow the wolves.
Yes.
Great danger you will be in.
That is our fate. There is no path to justice that is not fraught with danger. There is no great enemy that can be defeated easily.
Yeah.
Uker is a man of many words, and deep philosophical reminiscing. It is in his body language, if not his tongue.
Yeah.
He would have been a phenomenal knight, unchallenged in the lists.
I don't know much about these knights, and I worry about my cats. I wonder if they're being tended to.
We will take you home, and you'll tend to your cats well enough. But if I know cats, they're very self-sufficient.
These wolves with orcs atop them. These Foul men and women that call out to Fenrir.
Orcs, riding wolves, 2 beating hearts for a lance to seek.
Their host fled north, and we head south, back home.
Good. Head south to safety. Tend to your people. We will ride down the brigands.
Boscha is strong enough to escort 4 ladies a day or so back to Kaloj. We are fortunate that Frigga shined upon us, and that we get to go home.
She has the bearing of a lady knight. I think she will protect you.
I don't think she likes me very much.
It is alright, Uker. Not everyone will like you.
I am not scary, lady.
You're a big man with a big heart.
You're bloody terrifying. Have you seen how much you lift? It ain't human.
He's not so terrifying. He isn't a dragon or a giant. He's a man with a big heart.
Lokert whispers to Isilden, "My lad, can I speak to you for a second?"
Yeah, sure. What is it?
This does not... There's something here that does not add up. If you
What's
were
that?
prisoners, and you called out to fell deities like Grumsh, and this Fenris wolf whose children will eat the very sun and moon, why would you leave prisoners alive?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she said they were scared off by something, but that does seem a bit strange.
Have you known these orcs of Grumsh to know mercy? And he points to like this grisly kind of patch in the ground, and you realize that it looked like, you're now seeing it because you're kind of a bushman, like dire wolves ate a man just right over there, and the grisly remains kind of scattered all around.
Are there any signs that like they've left stuff from their camp behind, or?
Yep. You gonna have a look around at the camp?
Yep.
Give me a survival check.
Plus 12.
Achoo!
14.
It's a mess. It is a bloody mess in this camp.
Okay.
There are signs of dire wolves. You see the signs of orcs or people, and then you see the signs of smaller wolves. Is basically all that you get. But their comings and goings, it's kind of hard to tell.
All right.
They've been here for months.
Tensender, stand there. Good boy.
He's a very obedient horse. I trained him in 3 days.
He has the spirit of a warrior king.
If they're going back to town, they should probably take wagon. So I guess Lokrik can ride Uruk or ride Tensender.
Well, I know which one I would choose if I had the choice.
I know Uruk is very nice.
The woman wants to ride the horse, let her.
She goes back to town. Do you want to...
Loker gives you a look and just sort of kicks at some of the bones again.
Tensender is a good horse. When he's done, he'll come back and find me.
He looks at Isilden, like, there's something fishy going on here.
Yeah. So what chased him off again?
I don't know. They didn't bother to explain, says the old woman.
They just packed up and left you in your cage.
Yeah, the 4th woman came in the night. She spoke to the other women, and then the women and the men spoke to the orcs, and they all packed up in a hurry. This was shortly after they found that thing that they took out of the carcass over there.
Well, perhaps they heard we were coming, or perhaps they have some other business.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Never mind, we'll chase them down.
What do you mean, this fourth woman? Was the fourth woman always here? No. For as long as we were here, we only saw 3. I'm gonna go for a pee. You can catch Ahmed up with what's going on. I'll be right
Oh,
with
what fucked?
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
Oh,
fuck,
yeah,
shit,
wait,
fuck,
we're recording,
fuck,
never
shit.
mind. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh my god, we're
Ahmed,
fucked.
and your
There you go.
giant
We're so
face.
fucked, Ahmed. Jesus
Oh,
Christ, your
no.
face is too big.
I ran out of elemental shaping. I'm screwed.
Did you
We're-
dive through a window and land on your ribs?
You would think.
Yeah, I would think. That seems to be your thing, man.
See, here's the thing. Landing on your ribs is interesting because there are many body parts that protrude more than your ribs.
So, the thing is, if you do this, where you like put your arm out like you're Superman and you jump, that's when you land on your ribs.
Yeah, but that's dumb. Why would you do that?
Because he's trying to jump through a window like a
Because-
cool guy.
Because your wife asks you to get rid of a spider on the
Also
ceiling.
that. But because he wants to
And
reenact...
that's how shit like that happens.
Well, I mean, he wants to reenact Point Blank. I mean, can you blame him? I can't.
And then, oh, I don't know, something happens, something weird happens, like your kids slam the door all over your finger. That's my life, son.
So we're
I
about
fucking
to
just did that.
send the
I'm glad you're back.
werewolf ladies back to town to eat everyone.
Hey, so
No, they're not. It's fine. They're not werewolves.
Hey,
It's
hold
good.
on. Let's see.
It's not important at all.
Okay, so someone explain to me what's going on.
We're getting screwed over hardcore, but we don't know that technically. Locrick thinks something's up, but like, we're
As
totally...
he's also confused, but Uker and Gallet seem to have no concerns.
Everything's good.
We set the ladies free.
Lemmy has
Heroic.
Lemmy
Which
has
ladies?
sense motive.
Yeah, I don't know that they're fooling us so much as shit's gone down and they
Which
don't know
ladies?
either. The ones we
It
saved.
could be that too.
Oh,
Basically,
they've gone down to town. They've gone back to town to kill everyone.
No.
Not yet.
No. We're sending them back to
we're
town,
about to
so-
send them back to town.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
But Locrick's suspicious. The whole thing is suspicious as hell.
Okay, I need Twitch.
It's so not suspicious at all.
I need Mibbit.
But I don't have those powers to check to see if there's some sort of powerful evil thing that's about to be unleashed
We're
upon
on
the town.
d20roll.net.
Worry,
actually.
I'm doing that in a minute.
What?
Always check for evil, always.
Roll20.net.
And even though Marty pretends that like spell-like abilities have components, they don't.
Guys, just screw it and send me the invite.
I'll send it to you. Oh no, I guess Adam's doing it.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
We don't want you to join us, you douche.
Fuck you. You don't get.
Here,
to
I'll send it. I think I got it here.
I think I have it. I don't know. Let me check.
So my son apparently has a case of assholitis.
What the hell is that?
It's
Yeah, he's an
a
asshole.
hereditary disease that he picked up from his father.
Hey, Thomas. Welcome.
Yeah, so we got Sir Thomason on here, and we've got Crazy Drago, who's also been part
I
of
think
our.
Crazy Drago might have went to bed.
It's possible. It's
Okay.
possible, but he's been pretty cool the whole time.
Yep.
I think he is gone, but it's all good.
Who's gone? What?
Crazy Drago. He was with us for a few hours, but I think he's gone.
Sir, but Thomas is here. Thomas.
Yeah.
Sorry. Keep going.
We had some great conversations earlier. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, we
Now
hung
we
out-
all gotta get is
we hung
now all we
out
have
for
to do
like
is get
3 hours.
Cyrex in, and and we've got our fucking our fan base.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
This is
We
really funny.
are gonna just we're getting they're taking the horse, Tinsender, and the wagon and the boar
Yep.
back to town.
Yeah, totally.
Can
We're-
she ride Tensender? I know you trained Tensender to be really exclusive.
So, do I have sense motive on these bitches? Excuse my language.
She can only ride him if I say so.
Okay, so are you saying so?
No.
So she gets on to Tensender, and Tensender doesn't move?
That is correct.
Is this some sort of weird paladin mating ritual?
No.
This seems like some sort of weird paladin high school prank.
It is a high school prank, but it's not a mating ritual.
He will not listen.
Have you no skill with horse?
She
Uker elbows fucking Galeth. Just
flushed red, and she's now like trying to spur the horse on, and Tensender's just being stubborn as fuck.
Yeah, he's just nah, it's fine. He starts eating some grass.
He won't move. And she actually kind of like hits Tensender a little bit, and Tensender tries to nip her a little bit, and then goes back to eating the grass.
I thought you were good at riding a horse. That's what you said you wanted.
This horse is possessed. And she gets off the horse.
Maybe you're just bad at it. You might try the wolf. He's a bit easier to control.
I'll walk.
Very well. He whistles and Tensender just trots over.
What a dick. She stomps off kind of in a pout.
I saw what you were doing, and then I didn't see what you were doing. You're supposed to give them their way.
Come over here, lass. This pig is much easier to control.
Just because I'm a paladin doesn't mean I'm a saint.
I thought.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I thought he was at least supposed to try.
I did no harm.
Rosie doesn't like the smell of the ground here.
But maybe she'll learn a lesson about
Rosie's been in the cart, like,
demanding horses from other people.
He uses his speak with animals ability.
Yep.
What, you smell Rosie?
Wolves?
Can you talk to any animal when you have that power on?
Yeah.
Can animals talk to you when you have that power on?
Yeah.
Two...
Somebody's gonna say, I wish I had my balls back.
They marked here.
What? 2 feet wolves?
No. Two different wolves peed here.
Chair goes,
Yeah, wolves
itchy,
do that.
itchy, 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 itchy.
I smell 3 pee.
That would be Lemmy, sorry.
Okay, you keep smelling your pee. Pets her.
Well, one kind, 2 kinds here, and a third on the wind.
Sniff, sniff. Cho's like sniffing around on the ground now.
There's wolves about.
No, they're pee.
Yeah. If they're pee, if it's peeing around here, it's around here. All right.
They marked this place. This place is theirs.
I want ground. Ground, my ground.
Who's saying this?
Cho. You can talk to animals now.
Okay. That means you hear animals, right?
Yeah, like if they're talking.
Is it like Dr. Doolittle or whatever? Like
Yeah, something like that. That's what I assume.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Uruk Cho
Unless
has
it's
something
targeted.
different to say, Mark. Uruk Cho is sniffing around going, my kind, not my kind. This is not my kind. My kind, not my kind. Oh.
What kind if it's not your kind?
Oh.
Scary?
Alpha. No. Different. I wanna follow them. They're stronger.
Galeth like looks at the wolf, without even knowing what it's saying, but by body language, he realizes that something's going on.
Yeah, the wolf's been sniffing around posts and
he walks over and just grabs the wolf by the scruff of its neck and pulls him back up.
Okay, the training is like, Master, there's lots of smells. Master, you don't smell them? You don't smell them, Master?
Yeah. Alright, Gareth.
What are you smelling, wolf?
He's smelling other wolves is what he's smelling.
He's
but
smelling
there's
other
some
wolves.
kind of...
Track them. Tell him to track the wolf. The smell. We'll find them.
I'll tell him to track the one he wants to follow.
Fine.
Bring
He
us
lets
to the one
he
you
lets
want
the
to
wolf
follow.
go back down.
Your master commands it.
You're not my master.
Yeah, but he said so.
He's looking. Master, you want me to follow the track?
He looks at the wolf and goes, "Follow the scent. Follow the scent, boy."
He kind of goes bounding
What was
off
it,
and he's
last
looking
week?
back at you, doing that kind of like sideways round with his head looking at
He
you.
hops up onto Tent Center. After him. Let's go.
He's sniffing around. Let me see. Direwolf survival.
I think you have scent. I think you have like a +8 survival or something like that. I guess what I really need instead of a bunch of dogs is a bunch of dire wolves. That's the... There we go.
They're like big dogs.
Really big dogs.
Well, actually, this is your ability is excellent. If you can grab a bunch of weird animals and train them.
Well, so part of my plan was to have like a pack of dogs for hunting and like a falcon for falconing.
No,
maybe
get
I'll just
big
get
stuff, dude.
Yeah, maybe I'll get like a dire falcon and a dire wolves. I don't know.
So we've got Dr. Doolittle and his pal Trano.
Fucking Caesar Milan.
Yeah.
Just
The dire
poking dogs in their
whisperer.
asshole saying, oh, going.
So today, right now, is the first meal I had.
What's that?
This stupid.
Wait,
site
isn't
is-
Ramadan over? Are you still in Ramadan?
No,
Oh, you just weren't
Yes.
eating today because you're busy.
I got a long fucking day.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. I was like, why would you not eat? I don't understand.
Help me.
It looks like a burrito. Is it tasty?
I made it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I'm so lazy. I didn't put cheese in it. I
What?
just have cheese on the side.
Wrong
Not
with
eating.
What's wrong with you? My girlfriend works in the cheese department at the store, and she knows everything there is to know about cheese, pretty much. I am so spoiled with cheese now; it's the worst. I'm like, I want this delicious cheese that exists only here.
They have +5 scent from tracking the tracks.
Quebec is like that. Quebec is all about the cheese.
You're in an area of soft ground.
I'm a big fan of blue cheeses. I like them quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. I'm a fan
There
of blue
are
cheese.
like 40 creatures you're tracking. So the
Holy shit,
DC is
okay.
-40.
It's not so bad.
+1 for 24 hours. Yeah, okay. So basically the wolf's following this out of the muddy trail and then starts bounding amongst the rocks, heading north.
Come, brothers! I charge after the wolf.
Okay, so Galeth's charging ahead, following Urcho.
Yeah, Tensender can easily keep up with the wolf, so...
Okay. Jama Joda or Amajoda and Bosha and the women are kind of orienting themselves with the pig in the heavy wagon. Locric's kind of handing the reins off to them. Lemmy, are you following quickly to follow Urcho who's tracking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uker, what are you doing?
Sorry. Fixing the spelling of my character's name on the token, because that's killing me slowly. Is going to start following. Well, first Uker's going to make certain the old lady gets in the wagon.
Yeah, Locric's just waving you, like, go on.
Yeah. And then
Hello.
go chase the wolf.
Zildin, are you following the trackers?
Maybe I'll stay behind with Lowcrick. We'll track you.
Oh, thanks,
I'm too far away to care.
Okay.
Rosie, eventually you convince to come out of the wagon. Boscha can pilot the wagon, or drive the wagon, I guess is the word. Then the women start heading off, using serum.
Are we under colonization?
Locrick's got a bunch of like the food and supplies and stuff like that, and he hands a small bag to Zildin, takes the lion's share. Rosie's looking up at you, and she's very particular about where she's standing. She's trying to stay outside of the ick from the wolves.
Sorry, are we in roll 20? Are we in colonization?
No, legends.
I don't. All right, I'll keep looking.
Meta technology. There is a link.
I sent the link.
I will paste the
Try it
link.
again. It's for some reason. That
is the link.
Oh, there it is. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you guys go tracking. Yeah, the trail is obvious. It does look like a lot of wolves have traveled this way.
Okay.
And then you see the odd footprint from a boot.
Okay. I'll just follow after Urk Cho,
Okay.
and we'll see this through to the end.
Are you just letting Urtro do the tracking?
Yeah, it seems like it's fairly easy, so he can handle it. So I'm just following after him, hooves tearing the sod up and kicking dirt into the air.
You travel. Let me go back to the map.
Oh, Dankinder. Oh, all right, on. Sorry, I wasn't here for that.
Oh, we haven't met him yet, I don't think.
You do follow the bank of the Lake of Ravens. It does look like there was a group that they kind of stopped along the side of the lake to maybe drink, and then continued along. You get to this point, and there seems to be a split in the groups. One group goes north, and another group starts cutting through the hills.
What's the larger group?
Give me a survival check.
I am not good at that.
I don't know if we're tracking. I think the dog is making all the decisions.
Yeah, I think the dog's
Sorry,
making decisions.
guys, quick question. All I see is a conversation-like map.
Yep.
That's
in
one
roll 20.
reason.
Yep.
So where's Marty pointing to here when he says here?
The conversation map.
There's a conversation, and then I'm pointing at the actual map.
There's 3
Well
swords.
gathered.
Oh, are we still using map tools?
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't get that one. Okay, awesome.
And in my opinion, we should keep using map tools because I like it more than I like Roll20, but that's fine.
Nobody asked you. Okay, it's up. Sorry, I'm with you now.
All right. So yeah, there's a group that goes north and a group that cuts through the hills, and the dog is now circling and is yipping.
Okay.
And you can't understand it because Zildin and Lokrik are kind of far behind.
That's fine. I'll go up to him and we'll do a handle animal check to get him to go one of the directions. I don't really care which one. I just want to go one direction.
Marty, can I do
Wait, it
tracking?
says follow the track.
Yeah, I'm going to push him to follow the track.
Hold on a second, Marty. Can I do some tracking to see when when they last came through here, and 2 the difference in sizes and you know what else?
It's a 22 to handle animal to get him to go one of the directions.
Are you listening to Lemmy, or are you just heading off in a direction?
Lemmy is way behind me, so...
No, I'm not. I'm pretty fast, dude. 60-foot fly speed.
Oh, that is pretty quick. Okay.
So this
Are you telling us that you want to do something? Because
Yeah, I said. Hold on a second. 1d20 plus 13.
all right, well, let's use that roll to
Where do I roll?
stop Urk Cho and
In,
get him to calm down for a second.
In the other
He
program.
comes back and just sits. He's panting because he was all excited. He's probably trying to moan and whine some sort of communication to you, but you managed to quiet, sit, and he's just sitting there.
Well, I have animal empathy.
14. I hate this thing. Let's go to Mibit.
What do you think, Lemmy? Which way should we go?
Marty?
14.
I rolled a 14, yeah. What's the difference between the two tracks?
DC 16, but for every 3 creatures in the group being tracked, it subtracts. You actually do learn a lot. So it's because they're traveling in big numbers.
Yeah.
There are the tracks are fresh, happened within the last day or two.
Okay. What?
There are 14, 15, 16, 17, followed by... There are 17 medium-sized dog or wolf-like creatures that went north, followed by then another pack of about 40 wolves. All medium-sized.
Okay.
And maybe 20 to 30 dire wolves that are heavy in their footfalls that went riding this way.
So south. Oh crap! I'm looking at
North.
map tools.
Northwestish.
So
Many
many
not centered.
a group of medium-sized wolves, followed by a scattering of medium-sized wolves shortly thereafter, went north.
They went north,
and then the dire wolves went this way.
And we started here.
Yes.
And we followed them to there.
Yes.
Okay, so a huge group went up there, and about how many went this way?
20 to 30 dire wolves, and then all the medium-sized wolves went this way. You do not see any human tracks.
Well, I'll tell you something. It looks like the dire wolf riders went this way. There's about 17 or 18 or so, and then the rest, all medium-sized, or well, not horse-sized, anyways. All went up there. It's about 40 plus.
After Elimio had to spend some time kind of circling around in air form, eventually Lokrik and Isildan.
Well, what do you think, Lemio? I think we should chase down the dire wolves. They'd be the one with the orc riders.
Well, that's true. The ones down here are the ones with the riders. The ones up there are the ones. They're just the regular wolves. But there's nobody. There's no footprints.
Well, perhaps someone's guiding them. Some shaman.
But there were supposed to be some men weren't there? Doesn't make sense that they're riding wolves.
You can turn into an animal if you wish. Why not them?
A great number of druids like that? I wouldn't fight that.
It wouldn't have to be a great number of druids, just a few influential ones. Maybe even one.
Fair enough, but still.
Regardless,
I've never
I think we
seen a
should.
druid carry this many animals.
I think we should chase down the. Who knows the limits of magics? But I think we should chase down the dire wolves and their riders. That's the most dangerous.
Agreed.
Men can deal with wolves. They have axes, they have spears, they have fire. Dire wolves, that's another beast entirely.
Marty, can we from the wolves that are heading up there, heading north?
Mm-hmm.
Can you get your wolf to pick up one of the scents of the wolves that he wants to follow?
Can you not speak to the wolf?
Isildan and Lokrik have caught up.
Actually, good point. I can speak with the wolf.
I can guide him, but you may direct him more accurately than I can.
Lokrik's a little bit
Let's
slower.
go this way.
Rosie's following Lokrik almost like she's playing a game that Lokrik doesn't know he's playing. And Isildan comes up and sees Lemio, like he was obviously scouting around, and then Isildan quite plainly sees the two split paths.
Looks like they split up, didn't they?
Yes, it looks like the normal, everyday forest wolves went to the north. The dire wolves with the riders went to the west.
Which way you want to go, boy? And he uses his ability again. Yes, Urcho.
Urcho? Master, told me to be quiet. Sitting good. No pain. No pain.
If you've already talked to him, why don't you tell him to find a place, find the scent of the one that he wants to follow, that primary